Hello, everyone. It's me and Josh again,
Okay.
and we're going to be going over a lot of AI pictures.
Oh, yes.
So, what do you want to start off with first?
Let's hear since you're just joining us with the video, can we read out the categories again, please?
Okay, the categories are 2 rounds of milkshakes, your front yard, unique pizzas, tacos, unique rainfall, and unique bunk beds.
Okay, let's do front yards because we haven't done that before. We have done like houses and houses for zombies, but not like that.
Okay, Josh. Do you want to have tigers on your front yard?
Well, what are they doing there? Are they just kind of hanging out, or are they protecting us?
Looks like they're just sleeping.
Okay, sleeping tigers would be a problem if you woke them up, but tigers are actually pretty lazy. So I feel like if you got out of their way and didn't approach them too closely, that would be all right. Still, it's not great. So let's do 6.
Okay, 6.
Actually, let's do 4 because it's still pretty dangerous. Sorry.
That's fine. For January, you got a whole bunch of hot dogs.
Well, that would be fun, but I would have to spend a bit of time picking them up. So let's give it an 8. We're deducting 2 points just because we have to spend time picking them up, and I don't know how clean they would be when they've been on the ground. So
okay, for February, you got a whole bunch of cabbages.
Cabbages? What the hell am I gonna do with a bunch of cabbages? So I mean, cabbages do belong on the ground, but they're not very maybe I could sell them. If I knew I could do that, I'd go to the grocery store. So I could probably make some money with them. So based on that, I would give it a 6.
Okay.
Couldn't eat them, though.
For March, you got a whole bunch of shoes.
Okay, those I know I could sell. But it would still take me time to pick them up. And people would be like, where'd you get all these shoes? So I'm going to have to find a way to sell them. So I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay. For April, you got a whole bunch of rubber duckies.
Okay, that would be annoying. But I could still probably make some use out of them. It's mostly because they're just kind of there and it's not really like a danger or whatever. So I would probably give that a 6 as well.
And
no, I give it a 7 because it wouldn't take me as long to carry. No, actually, those are a lot more. I'd give it a 5. Sorry for changing it, but I noticed that there are a lot more rubber duckies when I look at it.
Yeah, and this is a house for Ernie.
I suppose it is, yeah.
Okay, for May, you got a whole bunch of steak.
Okay, well, I know I would probably have to gather those up, and then I don't know where they would go. And I'll have to get rid of them pretty quickly because meat spoils pretty fast. So I'm going to give that another 6.
Okay. For June, you got a whole bunch of lobsters.
Okay, so they're live lobsters, right?
Yes.
So the good thing about live lobsters is that they are expensive. So I could make a lot of money selling them, but I would have to find someone who could get them from me. So I'd probably have to.
And look, they're all over. They're on the house too.
Yeah, that's not very good. So I'm going to give that a 4.
Okay, for July, you got a whole bunch of puppies.
Oh, well, that would be very cute, but we couldn't keep them all.
Yeah, those are cute puppies.
Yeah, so we would maybe be able to keep 1 out of those puppies. I don't know about how many of them, and then we could probably...
How many do you see?
This is going to take me a while.
Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, man. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. By the way, look at the size of this thing that's... Look at this. Is this supposed to be a dog? Is this supposed to be a dog? Some of these things aren't even full dogs. Those are parts of dogs. Look at that. That's not a full dog. That's not a full dog. That's not a full dog. This thing, I don't know what's going on with this. There's not even... Okay, I can't count these because these are not full dogs. Sorry. I'm not counting halves of dogs. That's terrible.
Okay.
I got 3.5 dogs here. Okay, yeah. That's great.
So the score is...
Hold on. What did I give them? Well, they're cute dogs, so I'm going to give them a 6. But I don't like the fact there are half dogs there. Thanks, AI.
Okay, for August, you get a whole bunch of teddy bears.
That would be cute, but it would take a long time to gather them up. I'm going to give them a 7.
Okay, for September, you get a whole bunch of cookies.
Well, cookies are delicious, but again, they don't. The problem with food is it doesn't belong on the ground. At no point does food belong on the ground.
There is the 5-second rule.
I'm not going to be able to pick up all those in 5 seconds, I'm afraid. So I'm going to give them a 7.
Okay, for October, snakes.
Oh, no. That's something you have to call and get an exterminator for. So I'm going to give that a 2. Although you probably could get a lot of money if someone knew what to do with those snakes.
For November, you got chicken wings.
Okay, chicken wings are good, but they don't belong on the ground. I'm going to give it another 7.
And for December, we got turtles.
Okay. Well, turtles are not dangerous, but we still would have to get rid of them all, and that would take a while, so let's give them a 3. So 4, 8, 6, 6, 5, 6. 4, 8, 6, 6, 5, 6. Why am I just not punching these right into the calculator? Sorry.
Yeah.
4, 8, 6, 6, 5, 6, 4, 6, 7, 7, 2, 7. 4, 8, 6, 6, 5.
Just punch them into the calculator,
Well,
Josh.
now I have to 4, 8, 6, 6, 5, 6, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4, 6, 7, 7, 2, 7, and 3. So that would be 13, right?
Yes.
Divided by 13, it's a 5.4.
5.4.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. So I'm going to...
From now on, just punch them into the calculator.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to put the categories here into the note. So what are the other categories? There's 2 of the... What are they? Yogurts?
Milkshakes.
Okay, milkshake.
Then
1, milkshake. 2, you said there were pets or something? What were the others for?
it was bunk beds.
Bunk beds.
Unique rainfall.
Rain, yeah.
Tacos.
Tacos and
Pizzas.
pizzas. We already did the front yard, so that's all 7 of them.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna punch the numbers into our calculator, and then I'm gonna get the average, and then put the average in the phone, and then in the notepad, and then I'm gonna compare them that way.
Yes. So next up, do you want to do the tacos?
Yes, tacos next.
Okay. So do you want to eat Taco Bell taco?
That's the standard kind of taco, but I would not like the one with cheese on it. So if I could remove the cheese, I would definitely eat it. Wait, is that meat or beans in there?
That looks like meat.
Okay. Assuming that's meat, then I would like to remove the cheese, and I would give it a 7. Because that's what a standard taco from Taco Bell. Can't go wrong with that.
Okay. For January, it's the salmon taco.
That looks delicious. I would definitely have that. Give it a 9.
Okay. For February, it's a Pizza Hut pizza taco.
Well, that's cool, but I would not like it with the pepperoni, so let's give that a 6.
Okay. For February, it's a shrimp taco.
I do not like shrimp. Let's give that a 4. Some other person may enjoy it, but I've never been a fan of shrimp.
Okay. For April, it's a Chick-fil-A taco.
Well, I do like the pickles and the fried chicken, but I don't like the cheese. So if there's a topping I don't like, but it's not a standard taco, I'm gonna dock it to a 6.
Okay. For May, it's a waffle taco.
Oh, that looks delicious. I'm giving that a 9. It looks like it's 1,000,000 calories, but it does look like something I would eat and enjoy.
For June, it's a McDonald's taco.
Okay, I don't really see the difference between that and the other taco. So it looks like a knockoff Taco Bell taco, so I'm giving that a 6. Do you see a difference between that and the Taco Bell taco?
Not really.
Yeah, so it's a knockoff. It gets 1 point less than the original.
Okay, for July, it's a hot dog taco.
Now that looks delicious. I would definitely enjoy a hot dog taco. I would take a 9. Give that a 9. It doesn't look like there's cheese on it either. It has mustard.
For August, it's a Burger King taco.
Again, I don't know what is... First of all, what are those little things coming up there?
Looks like devil horns.
I don't know what it's got devil horns for. It looks exactly the same as the other. Well, I guess that I can tell what it is. It's a Whopper taco.
Yes.
Okay, that might actually not be terrible. So let's give it an 8.
Okay. For September, it's a crispy chicken taco.
Again, that's not terrible. It looks like ranch dressing. Yeah, let's give that an 8 too.
Okay. For October, it's a Krispy Kreme donut taco.
Now that looks delicious, especially with the strawberries. Let's give that a 9.
For November,
0. Moldy food immediately gets a 0. I'm sorry.
and for December, it's a fruit taco.
Now that looks delicious and almost slightly healthy. Let's give that an 8.
An 89.
And 89 divided by
13.
11, divided by 13. Oh, sorry. 89 divided by is 6.8. So it would have been good if it hadn't been for that stupid moldy taco.
Okay.
1-0 really knocks you down. I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll do round 1 of the milkshakes next.
All right. I drink your milkshake.
Do you want to drink a Sour Patch Kids milkshake?
That actually doesn't look too bad. Yeah, let's do a 7 on that one. Hold on, let me get a fresh thing on the calculator. 7, yeah.
Okay, for January, it's an M&M's milkshake.
Yeah, I'm giving that a 10 out of 10. That looked exactly like the sort of thing I'd like to drink.
For February, it's a Kinder Surprise
Well,
milkshake.
Kinder Surprise is a little weird because kids choke on the toys, or it doesn't look like there's any danger of that, so let's give that an 8.
Okay, for March, it's Starburst.
Interesting. Are they done with actual melted Starburst? That does look good. I'm going to give it an 8. Pretty hard to go wrong with milkshakes, unless, there's probably a mold one in there, so...
For April, it's a Kit Kat
Oh,
milkshake.
yeah, that looks wonderful. Let's give that a 9. See, it looks really good. The presentation is really nice on that one,
For
too.
May, it's an Oreo milkshake.
Another hit. Give it a 10. You definitely want an Oreo milkshake. If it's a McFlurry flavor, you're going to get a 10. Because McFlurries are delicious. What? What's so funny?
For June, it's a Jolly Rancher milkshake.
All right, I'm going to give that an 8. It's pretty hard to go wrong with milkshakes, so long as they're not molded.
For July, it's Hershey's chocolate
that
shake.
looks delicious. Yes, let's get that a 10.
For August, it's Airheads.
I don't know what an Airhead is, though. I've never seen that before. And they don't even look like it's spelled right. That's an Airheads, not an Airheads milkshake.
But look at the wrapper.
No, I get it, but I've never seen an Airheads before, so I don't really know about that one. So that one gets a 6 for me because I don't know the difference. I've never seen it before.
Okay, for September, you got a Skittles milkshake.
Okay, so that's the thing about okay. Skittles would be kind of hard because you don't want candy that's hard to eat, and Skittles are known for being hard. So that kind of makes it a bit hard. I don't want to choke on one of those Skittles. So let's give it a 7.
Okay. For October, it's a Snickers milkshake.
Another hit, give it a 10. Pieces of chocolate bars, perfect.
November is Reese's Pieces.
Another 10. These are all great looking, except for some of them seem a little weird. And now comes the mold milkshake, I bet. No.
No, it's Gummy Bears.
Oh, wow. Gummy bears in a milkshake. That looks pretty interesting. Let's give that an 8. Okay, this is 111. This is going to be a very high score. An 8.5 for our milkshake number 1.
8.5.
Okay, let's keep going with the milkshakes. Can we do that?
Yep. So, do you want to drink Warheads milkshake?
Again, that's kind of hard to swallow. Those things are supposed to be like gobstoppers. So I'm going to give that a 7 just because I don't actually want to swallow. I accidentally want to swallow one.
Okay. For January.
We already had a Snickers milkshake.
But this is a different mug.
Okay, well, I like the other one better, so let's do it 9.
Okay. For February, it looks like
what is that?
Looks like green slime milkshake. With candy.
Well, that's kind of weird. I'm going to give that a 2. Sorry.
Okay. For March, salt and vinegar milkshake.
Now that's really interesting. I have no idea what that would even look like. It looks like it could be good.
And you already gave it a 2.
No, I gave the gave the green slime milkshake a 2.
Oh, okay.
There was the Warheads that got a 7, the Snickers got a 9, the green slime got a 2, and this got I actually don't even know what that could be. That's actually a genuinely good idea from AI. Huh. I would like to know what a chip milkshake tastes like. I would really like to know that. I'm going to give that an 8 for just creativity.
Okay.
Good job, AI.
For April.
Well, Oreos are great. 10.
For May, we haven't yet a different mug for the Skittles.
Okay, we're going to give it a 7 because you don't want to swallow one accidentally. There's a lot of repetition here, so I don't...
For June, it's Pop-Tarts.
Oh, wow. That's another interesting idea. Huh. Like it's made with actual Pop-Tarts. Huh. I'm going to give that an 8 again.
Okay.
Really making me think this one.
For July, it's a s'mores milkshake.
Okay, great idea. That is a great idea. I already know what that would taste like, so I'm giving that a 9.
For August is toothpaste.
Okay, you don't want a toothpaste milkshake. Sorry. That gets a 3. Okay. I once swallowed too much toothpaste when I threw it up. So, bad memory for me.
Okay, for September, it's mustard.
Ew. No, that would not work out well at all. Some hits, some misses. But this one is at least taking bigger swings than the other one. I respect it.
For October, it's Airheads again.
Airheads gets a 7. I'm going to have to look up Airheads because now I don't know what they are. They're weird American.
For November, that looks like peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, that looks like it would actually be pretty good. Huh. All right, give it an 8.
And for December, ketchup.
No. I like ketchup, but I would not like it any better than the mustard. 3. 6.4. Some hits, some misses. I do respect it for for trying, you know?
Okay, let's do the bunk beds.
Okay, yeah. Let's take a break from food because we still have the pizza. Let's do the bunk beds and the rain and the pizza. That'll be the order.
Okay, so do you want a shark bunk bed?
That looks pretty cool. Assuming those teeth can't actually hurt you. Let's give it an 8.
Yeah, but we're grown adults, so these bunk beds are for kids.
Okay, but I'm still rating it on how cool it looks.
Okay.
So 8.
For January, that
looks really cool. Wait a minute, though. Can I see it close up?
It's a space theme.
Yeah, but if this thing is in the middle of the bunk bed, you can see how it's actually through the mattress. I was like, if we could move that so it's not actually through the mattress, it would be cool. But right now, there's no way to sleep on that, so that gets a 3. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bad execution. Good idea, bad execution.
February is cotton candy.
Oh, that looks nice. That looks like it could be comfortable. But is it actual cotton candy?
Looks like it.
Right, actual cotton candy would be a problem after a while. So good idea, bad execution. Give it a 5.
For March is a movie-themed bunk bed.
Oh, yeah, that looks tremendous. But that actually looks like a bed. Like an actual physical bed.
Yeah, but then there's the top level, too.
Okay. I don't really know how that would work, but a good idea, not so great execution. But since it's such a good idea, I'm going to give it a 6.
A 6. Okay, for April, it's a school bus.
That looks pretty cute. Let's give it an 8.
Okay. For May.
Nope. Any rundown thing gets a 2.
Okay.
I'll only sleep there if nothing else was available.
For June, the jungle got into the bunk bed.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like there's actual animals or other dangerous things that are connected to the jungle. And there are just some grass. So long as someone kept the grass, I would give that a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
For July, it's a KFC-themed bunk bed.
Well, I don't know what the giant bucket of KFC is going to do up there. That seems pretty confusing. What's that on the pillows? You see those things on the pillows? What are they?
They look like dogs.
That's weird. Okay, I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay, for August, it's a mummy-themed bedroom.
That would be creepy. I don't like that. Give it a 3.
Yeah, especially with the three heads.
Yeah. I know those things aren't alive, but still, I don't want them staring at me when I wake up in the morning.
Well, what would happen if you did wake up and you saw those 3 heads staring at you?
I would get out of there as fast as I could. No one come back.
For September, it's a watermelon-themed bunk bed.
That actually looks kind of nice. A little weird, but nice. Give it a 7.
Okay, for October, it's a McDonald's-themed bunk bed.
That doesn't look too bad. I'm going to give it a 7.
A 7. For November...
Okay, well, that's not actual lava. It just looks like lava.
Yes.
There's actual lava in there.
No, the bed is normal.
Cool, but a little weird. Give it a 6.
Okay, and for December, a Batman.
Oh, nice. Yes, that gets a 10. Anything Batman is immediately cool. There's been Batman bunk beds before, but that one looks pretty cool. All right, 77 divided by 13, 5.9. Some good ideas, some not so good.
Okay, so next
we'll
up,
do the rain. And we're thinking about how practical it is. If it's raining like I don't know what it is, then I'm gonna give it a low score.
Would you survive raining pandas?
Well, the pandas would get hurt. That's not fun. Those pandas would fall. They're not really good at handling falling from the sky. Plus, if someone got hit, they would get hurt. 4.
Okay, would you survive a spicy rainfall?
Oh, I'd definitely survive it, but that's a lot of chili peppers. And it would probably break a lot of stuff because you don't want, pepper-sized things falling at terminal velocity. Give it a 5.
Okay, for February, it's raining meatballs.
It's literally cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Those are giant meatballs, though, so those would probably cause some damage when they fell. But meatballs are pretty delicious, so they can be caught, taken, and harvested and used. So that would be kind of useful. Give it a 7.
Okay. For March, it's raining cakes and donuts and cupcakes.
Well, those would be good, but you would have to catch them. Plus, it also looks like it's raining actual rain as well, so the ground would be wet. And so you probably know this, but donuts and cakes and those things don't do well when they get wet. So let's give it a 7.
A 7, okay. For April, it's raining tennis rackets and tennis balls.
That's very strange, but it could be useful. It would probably cause a lot of damage. Let's give it a 5.
Okay, for May, it's raining chickens,
Well,
literally.
Well, that could be useful. I mean, the chickens would probably fly, and they wouldn't like smack into things. Hopefully, they're at least that smart. Then you could catch and harvest the chickens. So I would say it's pretty stupid, but let's give it a 7.
Okay, for June, it's raining shoes.
Well, the shoes would help people, but it would still cause a lot of damage when they fell. So let's give it a 6.
For July, it's raining pizzas.
Again, that would be messy pizza. You couldn't really eat it all that much, although some desperate people would probably enjoy it. So let's give it a 6.
For August, it's raining burgers.
Same thing. Any fast food that falls from the sky, especially stuff that falls when it's wet, is not going to do very well. So look at those burgers, look kind of soggy anyway. See how they've got water running off of them?
And same with the pizzas,
Yeah,
too.
so I'm going to give it a 6 as well.
For September, it's raining gold watches.
Okay, so I would go outside and catch a bunch of those and clean them off and sell them. So that would be very useful. Give it a 9. Hold on a second. Okay, so it's September already?
Yep.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, one too many here. Okay, go ahead.
Then October is chameleons.
Well, those chameleons would know what to do because they probably wouldn't get hurt as much when they fell and landed on their feet. They would be very expensive though, so I would give it a 6.
For November, it's raining bees.
Well, bees don't like water, so they wouldn't know what to do. They would be confused and angry, and they would probably just fly away, but they couldn't because their wings would be wet. Because if bees' wings get wet, they can't fly.
But they can sting.
Yeah, so long as you stayed away from them. It would be mostly dangerous and not very useful. Let's give it a 5.
And then for December, it's raining Skittles.
Well, I guess you could go outside with a bag and catch a bunch and have them later, so let's give it a 7. All right. 6.2.
And now, finally, we have arrived at the final destination for the foods.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, your month, your pizza.
Okay.
Do you want to eat a Snickers pizza?
That would be interesting, especially with the ice cream in the middle. Let's give that an 8.
Okay, for January, it's gourmet chicken.
That looks pretty good. Let's give it an 8.
For February, it's a salmon pizza.
I'd really enjoy that. Let's give it a 9.
For March, it's strawberries and chocolate.
That looks pretty good as well. Let's give it an 8. So far, I haven't seen a bad one.
For April, it's Skittles.
I don't understand. Well, no, you couldn't do Skittles on a pizza because you couldn't bite into them without hurting your teeth. Give it a 5.
Okay, for May, it's a loaded nacho pizza.
That looks like it would be pretty good. Let's give that a 9. I wouldn't eat it.
But the cheese is...
Well, I'm not going to eat it because I'm going to knock it down to an 8. But it still looks pretty good.
For June, it's a burger pizza.
Well, we'd have to knock down okay, no, sorry. I said I was going to knock it down for a topping I couldn't eat. So let's knock the chicken pizza down to the taco pizza down to a 6, and this one gets a 7.
For July, it's a pickle pizza.
That might actually be pretty good. Give it an 8.
Okay, for August, it's chocolate and marshmallows.
That looks like it'll be really good. Give it a 9. And also marshmallows can stand up to heat pretty well, so yes.
For September, it's a mac and cheese pizza.
That's an interesting thing, Swing. Let's give it an 8.
For October, it's Sour Patch Kids.
Well, so those are chewy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they wouldn't handle very well in the oven, but they would still taste okay, I guess. Let's give it a 7.
For November, you get Fruit Loops and ice cream.
That's not a bad combination. Let's give it a 7.
And then for December, it's a pepperoni pizza.
A standard pepperoni pizza. I can't eat it, but it's a crowd pleaser. Let's give it a 7. And this comes to 7.4. 7.5. Let's say 7.5. Okay, so first place is Milkshake 1 with 8.5. Next we have Pizza with 7.5. Followed by Tacos at 6.8. Milkshake 2 with 6.4. Rain with 6.2. Bunk Beds with 5.9. And your front yard gets 5.4.
Okay.
So, do any more math or calculations or whatever?
Nope, that's it. But I need to know what the remainder 7 for next Friday will be, because I sent you that that image.
Okay, hang on. All right. Milkshakes number 3. Trains, normal beds.